God feels about the Israelites. Then we're going to get into who the Israelites are, right? Because it's the people in the land of Israel saying that they are Israelis, but we're going to see with the Bible, are they the Israelites or is there somebody else who's the Israelites? Watch this, read this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
God is telling the Israelites through Moses that they are a holy people or separated from everybody else. Right? Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be special people unto himself.
He said God chose the Israelites to be a special people unto himself. So if something's special to you, is it the same as everything else? No. So God said, I have a special people to myself. This is my favorite. Right? Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
God said this people is above all people on the face of the earth. Have you ever learned that in church, that God chose a people to be above all people? When you read the Constitution, what the Constitution say? It say all men are created equal, right? But did God say that? No, God said these Israelites, these people I'm going to show you in the scriptures, we're going to show you is, he said they're above all people on the face of the earth. They're my favorite, his people, right? The Israelites. So now we're going to get into the point of proving, because I told you, you're an Israelite. So now I got to prove to you that you are an Israelite, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28. This is how we know, we open up the Bible, we read the Bible, we understand. This is how we know who the Israelites are today, right? Watch this. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God told the Israelites, Moses told the Israelites that it's going to come to pass in the future, if you don't listen to the voice of the Lord God, what's going to happen?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
And that's the command, that's the voice of God. His commandments and his statutes. This Bible is the voice of God. He said, if you don't observe this Bible and do what it says, what's going to happen?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Is curses a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing, right? So God told his favorite people, if you don't keep my commandments that's in this Bible, I'm going to make bad things happen to you, right? Give me 46. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
He said these curses are going to be upon thee for a sign. What does a sign do?
I mean, it can be different things, man.
Like if we look at these signs on the building, what does it do? It let us know what that is, right? So the signs that these curses, he's going to put on the Israelites as a sign, an indicating marker. So in the future, you're going to be able to read this and say, okay, who did this happen to? Whoever this is happening to, that's the Israelites, right?
Bring it out.
Read.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed.
What is a man's seed? He said he's going to put these curses for a sign upon the seed.
On our kids.
Of children, right? How long?
Forever.
So Moses told the Israelites way back then, if you don't do what God says to do, he's going to put these curses on you and they're going to be upon your children forever. Forever is still going, right? So let's go back to Deuteronomy 28:16. Watch this. Now we're going to go through the curses and see who are these curses happening to, because whoever that's happening to, that's the Israelites of the Bible. Watch this.
Verse 16.
Bring it out.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
He said, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Any city that you go to, if you want to find the poverty-stricken area, where the drugs at, high crime rates, murder, what races of people do you look for?
I just look where there's nobody at.
Right, but I'm saying, when you go to the hood, what people primarily occupy the hood?
Man, that's sad to say, but it's us.
It's us, right? The blacks and the Hispanics, right? Every neighborhood. Right now, in the Arnett Benson, what people live here? The so-called Mexicans, right? Majority. And this is a high crime area, right? On the east side. So-called blacks. That's a high crime area, right? But think about this. Anywhere you go in the world, if you go to the hood, you don't go look for the Chinese man in the hood. You don't look for the white man in the hood. You look for the blacks and you don't look for them. They're there. The blacks and Hispanics are in the hood, right? But remember, who did Moses said these things were going to happen to? The Israelites, right? He said they're going to be cursed in the city.
And cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And they're going to be cursed in the field. Who was cursed to pick cotton in the fields for hundreds of years? Tobacco, cotton, all of that. What race of people was cursed with that? The blacks and the Hispanics. Who's still picking fruits and berries in California for a green card right now? The Mexicans, right? So remember, God said these curses was going to happen to the Israelites. Is that happening to anybody else? Will anybody else curse in the field and all that? No.
Nobody wants to do it.
Nobody wants to do it, right? Give me verse 32. Watch this. We're going to go through, because if you read the book of Deuteronomy 28, if you start from 15 all the way to 68, he giving out curses, and this is what's going to happen to the Israelites for not listening. And what you're going to notice, all of them fit one group of people. Watch this. Read 32.
Verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
He said your sons and your daughters are going to be given to another people, right? In slavery, did they keep all the people together, the families together, or did they sell them to different people?
Everybody got split.
Everybody got split. Let's think about today. Let's bring it up to today. At the border with ICE, what's going on with the people coming from Honduras and Mexico?
They're splitting them apart.
They're splitting them apart, right? Putting the kids in cages and sending the families off, right? But God said that's going to happen to who?
The Israelites.
The Israelites. And who is it happening to today? Us, right? Keep reading.
And thine eyes shall look and fare with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
So he said you're going to look and you're going to cry all the day long, and there should be no might in your hand. Whenever you look at the news right now and you see the parents of those children that's being taken, what they doing right now?
Nothing.
They sitting there crying, right? Why? Because it says no might in their hand. Do we got an army to go get our kids back? No, we ain't got no army. Nobody's standing up and saying, give them Hondurans their kids back, give the Mexicans their kids back.
The problem is that we're not speaking out. As a community and as the Word of God, if we were to get together and actually talk as a community and as a faith-based community, that'd be a whole different story. But nobody's willing to stand up and say, hey, this, and this.
All praises. That's what you're seeing right now. These guys in purple. We standing up. Give me give me Psalms 94. That's what this is. We coming out here to get our people. Wake up. It's time to wake up and get back together and get our kingdom back. You know what I'm saying? Because God chose us to be the greatest people on the earth, but we
spread the seed, man.
We gotta spread the seed. That's why we out here, Polo. That's why we out here talking to the blacks. We don't go to the communities where our people ain't at. We go to the hood, where the drugs are being sold, where the prostitution is at. This is what we come out to tell our people, wake up and come out of that. We are greater people than this. We're supposed to be way better than this, but we don't come back to the Bible. And this is the issue. This is the biggest issue, right? I don't know this neighborhood. I don't know it. I don't never live here, but I'll grow through it.
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
With the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
It's a church on almost every corner. What church is telling our people to wake up as the Israelites?
Right up.
What church is telling our people, you the greatest thing to ever walk this earth?
They're not.
They're not.
They're preaching what's convenient to them and not what's convenient to the community.
Right, because they just get money. They getting everybody's money, but they ain't teaching nobody how to get to the kingdom of heaven, how to get back to rulership. And that's what we out here to do, to free the minds of our people. Right? As we read earlier, we are fighting a spiritual war to free our people's mind. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all have a good one, guys.
Wait, before you leave though. Now, when you first walked up, you said that you were Hispanic.
Yeah.
We didn't get through all the scriptures. There's many more scriptures that we could have went to. I ain't gonna hold you though. But according to the Bible, what would be your nationality? Would it still be Hispanic? According to the Bible, do we read about Hispanics? These things are happening to?
I hear Christianity. I feel like I'm a Christian, really, but
You feel like you're a Christian? What did the Bible say you are though? The Bible said these things was going to happen to who? See, that's the thing. The churches taught. Who told you was a Gentile? The churches taught us we was a Gentile. The same people who getting your money, they told you was a Gentile. The Bible just showed you that if the Israelites didn't keep these commandments, these things were going to happen to them. Who did these things happen to?
they're still happening
To who?
to us.
To us. So if the Bible says that's going to happen to the Israelites and it's happening to us, who are we? We are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's
We're
right.
not Gentiles. We are in a Gentile mindset because we live like Americans.
Yeah.
But God said you are the greatest thing on this earth. You're above all people. You are an Israelite. You're not a Hispanic. You're not a Mexican. You are the greatest thing to ever touch this ground. The whole earth was made for you.
That's right.
And we got to get back to this Bible so that we understand that. Because that understanding I gave you 3 verses. And you can understand, hey, God said that's going to happen to the Israelites, and it's happening to us.
It's happening to us.
Whoa, you could put that together, but you go to church for years and you never hear nothing like it. And that's the issue. That's why we are not the Gentiles. You got to get out of that mind frame. We got information on that flyer. We got scriptures. We got a website. We got a phone number.
Where y'all at?
We got a school, 1821 Parkway Drive. You know where Wiley's Barbecue?
Yeah.
That same parking lot. It used to be the ballroom, sports bar, all the way to the right. You'll see purple and gold on the windows. Every Sabbath, we open at 1:30. Right? When do you know when the Sabbath is?
What is it? The first Saturday of every month?
The Sabbath is every Saturday.
Every Saturday?
Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath, right?
Okay.
Question, how do you say Saturday in Spanish?
Sábado.
What does that say? Sabbath day. Why do the churches go on Sunday?
That's a
Because they worship a sun god. They ain't worshiping the God of this Bible. They teach you on the wrong day, give you the wrong message. And that's what we are here to do. Give our people the right message that you are God's chosen people. You are Israelite. You are that. And with that comes many benefits. The kingdom of heaven is for you.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.